Hello, dear viewers, and welcome back to the channel, where we meticulously peel back the layers of intrigue surrounding the world's most famous families. Today, we delve into an unprecedented development that is sending shockwaves through the corridors of British aristocracy. A royal decision that speaks volumes not only about Prince Andrew's precarious position, but also about the enduring yet delicate social standing of his former wife, the ever-resilient Sarah Ferguson. This is not merely a change in nomenclature. It is a seismic shift in the public identity of two people who, despite their divorce decades ago, have remained inextricably linked under the banner of the York title. We are exploring the profound implications of Prince Andrew's dramatic choice to formally relinquish the use of his prestigious ducal designation, the Duke of York. Before we fully immerse ourselves in this unfolding drama, a brief but heartfelt request. If you appreciate this deep dive into royal affairs, please remember to show your support by tapping that like button. And crucially, subscribing to our channel. Your engagement ensures we can continue bringing you these detailed reports. For years, even after the dissolution of their marriage, Sarah Ferguson had maintained a connection to the royal structure through her title, often still being referred to in formal and informal settings as the Duchess of York. This designation, a remnant of her royal marriage, provided a certain cachet, a recognizable status, on the global stage even as she navigated her own complex relationship with the monarchy. Now, with Prince Andrew's deliberate move to step away from the use of his principal title, that borrowed prestige faces its most severe test. The question on everyone's minds is, what does this mean for Fergie? The woman who, despite losing much favor with the core royal family, and most specifically, the current reigning sovereign King Charles, has always remained fiercely loyal to her former husband and the institution itself. The immediate assessment, according to sources close to the former Duchess, suggests a surprising degree of equanimity, despite the swirling media frenzy, the weeks of intense speculation, and the relentless focus on the scandals that have plagued the Duke of York. The mother of Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie, is reportedly maintaining a philosophical, almost indifferent perspective on the matter. She is said to be completely comfortable with how these challenging circumstances have unfolded. An insider conveying information to the esteemed pages of Hello magazine offered a clear perspective on Sarah Ferguson's mindset. The source underscored her unwavering allegiance, stating, "She will always support her former husband's decisions and do anything for the king." They concluded with a definitive assessment of the personal impact on the former Duchess, noting simply, "For her, this will not make a big difference." This assertion, that the loss of association with the ducal title is inconsequential, is fascinating, particularly given the historical importance of such designations. It suggests a calculated detachment, or perhaps a realization that her public identity has long transcended the formalities of royal nomenclature. This entire update was precipitated by Prince Andrew issuing a formal declaration late on a recent Friday evening. The timing, often reserved for announcements the palace wishes to see buried under weekend news cycles, speaks volumes about the gravity and sensitive nature of the decision. In his statement, the Duke articulated his intention to formally retreat from the glare of public life. He acknowledged, with a clarity rarely seen in royal declarations, that the persistent and painful accusations leveled against him had become an intolerable burden, serving as a distraction from the work that both the reigning monarch, King Charles, and the wider royal family must undertake on behalf of the nation. But the statement went even further than merely stepping back from official duties, something Andrew had already done some time ago. He indicated that, with the express approval of his elder brother, the sovereign, he was moving a step further, an unprecedented maneuver in modern royal history. The crucial passage confirmed the full extent of his self-imposed removal from official standing. "I will therefore no longer use my title or the honors which have been conferred upon me." This is a monumental decision, a voluntary abdication of the very symbols of his birthright and service. It is important to emphasize that while he has stated he will no longer use the title, the statement itself reiterated his steadfast position regarding the underlying controversies, as he has consistently maintained throughout this painful period. The declaration surmised, "As I have said previously, I vigorously deny the accusations against me." This critical caveat ensures that, while he is withdrawing from public duties and the use of his titles for the sake of the monarchy's stability, he is not conceding any guilt regarding the allegations themselves. Let us pause for a moment to consider the weight of the title Duke of York. Historically, this designation has often been reserved for the second son of the reigning monarch. It is a title steeped in centuries of British history, tradition, and prestige. For a member of the royal family to voluntarily cease its use, even while technically retaining the peerage, is an act of significant self-limitation, signaling a complete removal from the central workings of the royal mechanism. For Sarah Ferguson, the consequence is indirect but tangible. While her former husband is the one facing the direct fallout, her own established identity as the Duchess of York is now rendered largely obsolete in practice, if not entirely in law. It signals the definitive end of any illusion that she might return to a central, formalized role within the monarchy, a hope that many speculated she might secretly harbor, particularly given her enduring presence at Royal Lodge. Speaking of Royal Lodge, one of the most intriguing details surrounding this entire saga is the matter of residence. Despite the turmoil, the withdrawal from public life, and the relinquishing of titles, it is widely understood that Prince Andrew will continue to retain his expansive and historical 30-room mansion, Royal Lodge. This grand estate is not just a dwelling, it has been the setting for one of the most unconventional domestic arrangements in royal history. Sarah Ferguson has resided there for many years, sharing the sprawling property with her former husband, even following their divorce in 1996. Their ability to maintain this close, supportive, yet highly unusual living situation has long been a source of fascination, and at times consternation within royal circles. The fact that Andrew is expected to keep Royal Lodge provides a crucial anchor of stability for both him and Sarah. For Fergie, who has faced her own financial and social challenges over the decades, the continued secure tenancy at this historic residence is undoubtedly a significant personal comfort, perhaps far outweighing the loss of a merely honorific title. It secures her physical proximity to her family and provides a bulwark against the storm of public opinion. This shared residence is in itself a powerful testament to the unique bond that exists between the former couple. Their relationship, which the media has often described as one of the most amicable divorces in history, suggests that their allegiance to one another far transcends the formalities of marriage or royal decree. When the source speaks of her unwavering support for Andrew's decisions, it is rooted in this shared life and mutual dependence. However, amidst the discussion of titles and residences, it is impossible to ignore the broader context of the scandals that necessitated this dramatic declaration. While Sarah Ferguson has expressed her support for Andrew, she too has faced intense scrutiny regarding her past associations. The public silence she has maintained surrounding Andrew's recent declaration stands in stark contrast to her previous need to address controversies directly. As of the time of this report, Sarah Ferguson has not yet issued an official statement or provided any comment on the matter of Andrew relinquishing his titles. This silence is likely a coordinated strategy aimed at minimizing media amplification during a period of extreme sensitivity for the wider royal family. Yet, this is not the first time the former Duchess has found herself having to navigate difficult public disclosures. We must recall the media firestorm that erupted following the leak of an email she had sent to the disgraced financier Jeffrey Epstein. In that correspondence, the nature of which was highly scrutinized, she reportedly referred to Epstein as a supreme friend. The fallout from that leak was immediate and required intervention. At the time, her spokesperson was compelled to issue a public response to clarify the context and distance the Duchess from the implications of that language. The phrase supreme friend generated significant negative attention, further complicating her already diminished standing within the royal ecosystem and among the public. Given the relentless focus on these past associations, the current period of silence is particularly noteworthy. Furthermore, an analysis of her digital footprint reveals a calculated withdrawal. Her social media channels, platforms she frequently utilizes to promote her various charitable and commercial endeavors, have been completely silent for a significant duration, now stretching into 5 consecutive weeks. For a personality who relies heavily on public visibility and direct engagement through digital means, a 5-week hiatus is a profound indication of a strategic retreat. It strongly suggests that she and her team have made a deliberate decision to minimize her profile, allowing the immediate heat generated by Prince Andrew's latest actions to dissipate, without her adding any fuel to the fire. This period of public quietude underscores the precarious nature of her position. While she may genuinely feel that the loss of the title association will not make a big difference to her life, maintaining a low profile is essential for preserving the limited goodwill she currently holds, particularly with King Charles. The source's statement that she is prepared to do anything for the king is perhaps the most significant detail of all. It signals a desire to mend fences and demonstrate loyalty to the crown, irrespective of her personal feelings or circumstances. In the highly formalized world of the monarchy, demonstrating unwavering support for the sovereign is the ultimate form of currency, potentially opening doors for her daughters, Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie, and securing her own continued quiet access to the royal sphere. In essence, the Duke of York's dramatic step, sanctioned by the monarch, has forced a critical moment of reckoning for Prince Andrew. It represents an almost total withdrawal from the public identity he was born into. For Sarah Ferguson, it serves as a powerful reminder that her status is no longer derived from a formal title, but rests entirely on her personal relationships, her quiet residence at Royal Lodge, and her willingness to adhere to the strict, unwritten rules of royal discretion. She has seemingly adapted to a life where public favor is fleeting, and titles are merely ceremonial. Her comfort with the situation suggests a recognition that true security lies not in the use of the Duke of York title, but in the sustained stability of her domestic life and the continued loyalty she pledges to her family and the king. This event certainly gives us much to reflect upon regarding the shifting dynamics within the modern British monarchy. It highlights the immense pressure placed upon members of the royal family and the difficult choices they must make when personal scandal threatens to overshadow institutional duty. We are watching a historical moment unfold, one where centuries-old traditions are being bent and reshaped by contemporary pressures. The decision by Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson's stoic acceptance of its implications mark a definite turning point for the York family. What are your thoughts on this unprecedented move? Do you believe Sarah Ferguson's claim that the loss of the title association will genuinely not impact her standing? Or is this a necessary piece of public relations strategy? Please share your opinions and insights in the comment section below. We always appreciate hearing your perspectives on these complex matters. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more detailed royal analyses, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next update.